This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, let us start today's session. So, hi everyone. We are going to discuss about few of the Azure concepts. This is a day one of our training, and I'm UV. I'm your trainer for this Mastering Azure with DevOps. So here we are going to cover the concepts of Azure, the Microsoft Azure Cloud concepts, along with the Azure DevOps ones. So if you are interested, you can do the enrollment. You can connect Kumar and you can start your registration process. This number is 801 995 2427. So this is the contact number, and this course is intended for 45 hours every day, IST hours 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Weekdays we are going to have the sessions. So here we are going to concentrate on the concept of Azure. After completing this course, you will be able to appear for the certifications like AZ 900, AZ 104 certifications and all. Apart from that, you will be master on the cloud concept, that Azure cloud concepts also you will be understanding. Okay, with no delay, let me start our first thing. That is, yesterday, one of the student was asking, can I appear for the AZ 900 certification after completing course? The answer is yes, because I taken this AZ 900 as one of the discussion things. I told the other certification also you can do, but the very fundamental thing is AZ 900. So how the certification is designed, how the skills are measured, so how we are going to match our content related to the certification process. Apart from certification, you can upskill yourself in the cloud concept also. This course, this training is not only for the certification, it's for understanding the Azure cloud concept also. So parallelly, you can do the certification too. So that's what we are trying to do here. The very first thing is every certification will have some weightages. What it will do is it will tell uh, for data related certifications. If example, if you're going for a data certification, means it will tell in this particular area we will give weightage of 20%. In the data area we will give so and so percentage. Similarly, for the AZ900, there are different services available, different pillars available in the Azure world. So what they have taken is the basic concepts like cloud concept. They're giving the weightage like your overall exams. If 100 percentage things, the overall exams in that they have split like 15 to 20% of your questions will be from this cloud concept, the basic cloud concepts. Next thing is 30 to 35 percentage of your questions, your exam multiple choice questions only they will ask. So in that 30 to 35 percentage of the questions will be from the core Azure services. And again, this 25 to 30% of your questions will be from the security area, the privacy, compliance, and trust. See, for the very first time you are listening, some of you might be aware of these terminologies. For some of you, it will be new. Don't worry. We are going to discuss about each and every word which we are discussing, because some people may not even know what is cloud. Okay, so we will be discussing what is this cloud, what is this compliance, trust, everything in and each and every of your sessions. All these things will be covered, so don't worry about all those things. For now it is just like blueprint for you. Each area how many is the weightage, that's the one we are discussing here. And finally, 20 to 25 percentage of weightage will be given to your Azure pricing, your SLA, the service level agreement. So you would have come across this SLA. Some of the tester may very well aware of this thing. Okay, SLA, what is the SLA you're expecting and all. So service level agreements and the life cycles. So this is the overall split up of the AZ900 skills measured. And I have told right in the the previous slide, I was showing something called the concept, Azure concept, like 20 to 25 percentage of questions will be from that topic. Again, there are so many things available. Which concept you will be evaluated? So this is the split up, the further drill down of the previous slide. Again, I'm insisting initial few days only, maybe this week or the mid of next week only, we will be seeing the slides. Afterwards, most of our activities will be on the Azure portal thing only. Like I'll be creating account, and I'll be showing how to create an account so that you can try yourself. And all these things will be play around the portal only. So this is just an introduction how about this Azure and certification, because one of the student has asked in the yesterday's demo. So that's why I purposely added these content in this today's session. So here the concept. So in the previous slide they were talking like describe cloud concept. Again, this AZ900, you can understand there are like a different basic concepts they have added. So what are the concepts you will be evaluated for the 25 to 30 percentage of your exam is the benefit of cloud. When you move to cloud, what are the benefits you will get it? So your questions will be something related to that. And what are the cost models available? And what are the different deployment models available? So how you can deploy your applications in cloud? What are the different options available for me? Which option I can select? What is my business requirement? What is the best option I can go with? So that deployment options and all we'll discuss. Then what are the different type of cloud services available? So those and all we'll discuss. And the cloud infrastructure. In concept area, these are the pillars, these are the subcategories you will be evaluated. Next, I've told right, second point, describe core Azure services. So 30 to 35 of your questions will be from this area. So again, there are so many core services are there. Which core services they will ask? The question is this particular one. The main pillar, compute, storage, and network. So again, what is compute, what is storage, what is network, everything we will see elaborately in that upcoming sessions. So now it's like compute, it's nothing but your machines. You have a machine, and in that machine, what are the different options you have, what are the virtual machine families available, how you can create your virtual machine. So those things we will see with the demonstration also in the Azure portal. So your questions will be around this area, like what is a virtual machine activities and containers, Azure App Service, and serverless computing. So this is again the trending term, serverless computing. So previously everything is server we are saying, right? What is server? What is serverless? What is the difference between these two? We'll be seeing. And second, cloud service is your storage. The main thing to opt for this cloud is the storage, right? So what are the different storage areas will be evaluated as SQL Azure, your Cosmo DB, and your data lake and storage informations and all you will be evaluated. And in the networking, it won't be a deep dive. Again, I'm saying this is AZ900 certification, so it won't be a deep dive on your network. There is a separate certification available for the implementation, that AZ700 things and all there. So this AZ900, they will be asking your understanding, how you understood this concept. So you will be evaluated on that area. So the VNet concepts, the virtual network, and your load balancer, that Azure load balancer, an application gateway, and traffic manager. So again, there are so many services are available, but your most of your questions will be from this area. And the third point, in the previous slide I was telling, describe the security, privacy, and compliance and trust. Like 20 to 30% of the weightage will be from this area. Again, these are the areas will be evaluated, like what is your security center, what is AD, and what are the firewall things would be available, and the threat production things, what and all you can do. So your questions will be around this. Again, everything is a multiple choice question, MCQ only. It's not like any lab activity kind of thing where they will ask you to do this, that, create a virtual machine. No, nothing like that. So multiple choice questions, and they will give a question, and for that answers would be there, and you will be picking and selecting the correct answer. So that is the format you are going to do. And your compliance and trust. So here, what are the policies available, and what is a trust portal, what is a compliance managers, the blueprint concepts and all will be discussing here. And the final topic is the pricing, SLA, and life cycles. So here we will be understanding on the pricing calculator, because every service, so I was telling that when you sign up for the free account, first 30 days trial period, you can use so and so amount, and like 12 months, there are some services you can use throughout the year also. But if you are elapsed with your free usage, then you have to pay for it. There is a concept called pay G, that is pay as you go. Like whenever you use it, you have to pay. So that concept will come into picture. So there you have to calculate your usage. So that things and all we will be discussing here. Okay, so the pricing concepts and all, this is the blueprint, I would say. So when we go into the actual demonstrations in the portal, so you don't need to really read something from a question perspective, because when you read the question itself, like when you appear for an examination, if there is a question like what are the different VM family or something, means you can easily correlate with your portal screening, because we are going to demonstrate, we are going to see that visually what are the VM family available. This VM family, when I can choose it, if it is a general purpose, what I can use, if it is a memory optimized application, what I can use, if it is CPU optimized application, what I can use. So those things and all we are going to discuss. So the same question if they ask in the exam, it will be easy for you to answer by your own. No need to really brush up a lot, because when you parallelly do the demonstration, that is hands on along with me day to day, then it's easy for you to um, go ahead with the exam. Okay, now we are jumping onto the cloud concept. So going forward, all the certification concepts will be covered, but it is not like we are keeping only the certification in the mind. So the main intent is like mastering Azure means you have to understand the concept of cloud and Microsoft Azure. It is not like only clearing an examination, because some of you, your expectation from this course is to understand the cloud, to work in the cloud environment, and to switch from your non-cloud job profile to a cloud profile. Even without certification, it is possible. So that's why I'm saying certification, yes, you can very well clear after completing this course. So apart from the certification, you can do your day-to-day business also. So that is the main intent. So now we are jumping on to the actual cloud need, like why I need cloud. Because even before cloud also we were running the business. There is no challenges, not much challenge, I won't say no challenge. There were no much challenge to run our business. We were running quite good, and it was going good, revenue wise, everything were pretty good. Why suddenly we turned our directions towards cloud? So that we are going to discuss. Very important thing is, though everyone say that on premise is nothing but the existing model that is in your in home. There are different names different organization will use. In home is nothing but you have your servers in your organization itself. That is, there is a dedicated data center. Data center is nothing but a place where all your infrastructure things were all maintained. Okay, say for example, you are okay, you are traveling to Hyderabad, and you will be planning to stay there for 1 month. Like you are going for any training kind of thing, so 1 month you have to stay in Hyderabad. So there are different options available for your accommodation. So just think about a case where you are going to be there for 1 month only. After 1 month you have to come back to your native place. You don't need to stay there for long, just 1 month or 1.5 month of time you are going to stay there. Do you really prefer to buy one house in Hyderabad and get all the necessary things in that house, like your furnitures, your electronics items, and do you really spend much of your money there? Instead of that, there are other options available in the market. That is, you can go for, you can stay in a hotel 30 days, you can stay in a hotel. But some people feel that I'm not getting that homely effort there. I somehow not feeling comfortable in the hotel. I want some a home like environment. So there are different options available. Service apartment. In service apartment also, you can stay there for a limited days, but you will get all the facilities like your home. Like you will have your furnitures. It is like a furnished to home kind of thing, and you will get your necessary things there. You will have a kitchen, inbuilt kitchens, and you can cook your food there. And you will get all these electronics items. You will have AC, fridge, everything would be there. So there are different options available. So based upon the need, you can pick and choose your accommodation. If you feel that I am shifting my job to Hyderabad, and I will be there forever, like unless I quit the job, I move somewhere else, I need a house, means it's good you can buy one house and you can be there. And if you feel that I'm going to stay for 1 or 2 days only, then that cases you can stay in a hotel. If you think that I am going to stay for a month kind of thing and I need a home like environment, then service apartment would be the good choice. So depend upon the need of the hour, we will take our decision. So previously, similarly here in the IT world, we were using some servers. Servers is nothing but, I hope everybody aware of what is a server. If somebody doesn't know, please let me know. So there are servers available where I run my application, my business application. I save my data. My data in the sense my organization informations. I store my informations there. I do maintain some of the tables, the customer related information. Say my application is online shopping app, and that online shopping app somewhere I have to run it, that application, so that the user can log in and they can see the website, they can browse and they can log into the website and they can search for the product and they can go ahead with that. Okay, So somewhere I have to deploy that application. Somewhere I have to install the application. So that is the environment we say, that is the infrastructure we say. Infrastructure is nothing but a place where you deploy your things. Okay, so similarly, like previously compared to server is your desktop was there, your laptop was there. Those are all the infrastructure where I have my application installed. So previous, like in early days, if you want to install your video games, what you will do, you will have the exe, you will run the exe, and you will keep that application. So you will install your software somewhere, right? So that is called the infrastructure. So some servers would be there. So if I want to run my business, I need some server. In that server I'll be deploying my application. For that application to run, I need some table. Say that online shopping app, I may maintain different tables. So tables means it can be the product information table. So I may have some cosmetics as my product. I may have some garments as my product. So different products would be there. The details about each and every product I have to maintain somewhere. That is called the table come into picture. Tables will have the complete information. It's like your Excel sheet only. I know, I hope like everyone. If you don't know table, at least you will be knowing your Excel sheet, right? So in Excel sheet you will maintain like these are the products available. This product, this is the cost, this is the color of the product, this is the size of the product. So something like that we will have. So I need a server, I need something called table, I need a place to store the user information, and likewise there are different things available in the infrastructure. So if I want to run a business, I need hardware. So I'm running my business and it's going good. Suddenly I feel that I need to drop the business. I don't want to continue the business, I want to drop the business. I might be running a small business, it's not like large enterprise kind of business, a small scale I was doing. Suddenly one fine day I feel that it is not going good, I want to drop it. So I can very well drop the business, but what will happen to the servers which I'm maintaining? I would have rented or I would have running my own data center, and I would have invested a lot in the data center, because data center is the infrastructure or the place where I maintain all my server related aspect, right? When I design my data structure, it is not that one day activity. I have put so much of effort there. I would have done so much of investment there, because I should first select one proper location. I have to decide where I can keep the data center, because yesterday also I was discussing, you have to consider the good place, a location you have to see. It is not like I can keep my data center in a place where there are frequent natural problem will come, like a disaster will come, flood will come, earthquake will come. Means do I really keep my data center there? No, because there is no reliability there. Anytime anything can happen. So first I will spend a lot of money and a lot of effort on selecting my location. Once the location is selected, I have to build everything there. I have to put all the infrastructure related aspect there. Power supply, I have to take care. There it will generate so much of heat. Okay, I have to work for the cooling agents and other things. And uh, so many investments will be doing, and you kept your things ready. So if I want to come out of the business, I cannot just like that come out of it, because I've invested a lot in that particular data center. So hardware would be something in the on-premises concept, it is mostly tied. Okay. Second point in the hardware itself is, let's take your example of your RAM in the desktop or the laptop. So you feel that when you started you're using your laptop, you feel that 4 GB or 8 GB is sufficient for me. Like you started using it, it went really well. Over a period of time, your way of using your laptop is changed. You started using lot of tools, you started installing lot of softwares, day-to-day activity, the number of hours is increased, the number of tools you are using is increased, the number of screens you are using is increased in the laptop, and you came to know that there is some problem. I have to go, I have to increase my RAM. Okay, if I have to go for the increase in RAM, you have to see different options. Okay, so what option? First thing is, say I'm using a 4 GB and I want to shift my things to 32 GB. In that case, first thing I have to check the compatibility of my laptop. Will it really match? If I see, I can go and buy the 32 GB RAM, but will my laptop support the 32 GB RAM? How many slots are available? Can I put it in a single slot? If I put it in a single slot, will it support? Will it create any problem in the other activities? So first thing I have to see. So it is a dependency on the hardware. That is just like that. I cannot change the hardware based upon my need, because this laptop is designed to support only 16 GB of RAM, means it can support only 16 GB. I cannot go beyond that. It will disturb my activity. So what I have to do? I have to check for the alternative way. Hardware I have to change. If I change, there are some cases you have to reinstall your OS. If you reinstall your OS, there may be a chance that you have to reinstall all the applications, all the softwares, all the exes whichever you downloaded, you borrowed your friend, whatever you did it, everything you have to redo it, so that you have done it in the laptop. Similar thing you will do it, you will face it in the on premises hardware also. If you want to upgrade yourself, you cannot do just like that. You have to think about all the compatibility issues, all the dependent issues, where and all it's going to impact. If it is impacting, you cannot proceed. If it is not impacting, you can proceed again. So many validations you have to do. Next thing is manpower. So I was listing down, right? You need a place, somebody has to find a place, somebody has to build that environment, somebody has to take care of that environment, power, so many things you need. So for that, what is needed? Manpower is needed. So many effort you have to put to bring it to a proper shape. So in the case of on-premises, so many people are involved to maintain the infrastructure. Some of you might be from the testing environment, some of you might be from the development environment. So what you will do? You will open one site, Amazon site for example, you are opening. For you it is www.amazon.com. That's it. You are typing, something is coming on the screen. But in the background, my request is going to a place, a server it will go, and it will pick up some information from server. It will land to my web, that browser, and it is populating something. So when it land to server, inside the server so many things should happen. So different layers are there, different hubs are there. In each and every hub there is a manpower needed. So there is a dependency on the manpower in terms of on premises. Next thing is maintenance. You have to maintain the infrastructure on a regular basis. Say you're using one operating system and it is going to the end of life. You are using one software and that software is going to expire. You are using a software and recently they found that there is some security problem with the software. You have to upgrade. So what you have to do? You have to frequently validate your environment. It can be your operating system, it can be your middleware, your web server or app server, whatever may be. It can be the some of the software, your third party software you're using. All these things needs to be validated at the regular interval of time, and it has to be maintained. If it is expired, then you have to go for license procurement and you have to spend money there, and you have to install it. When you have to install the operating system, it is not like chat pata chat, nothing is going to happen. You have to inform the business that some downtime would be there. The downtime can vary from hours to day also, because if everything goes fine, well and good, if something failed, then you have to work for the alternative options to run your business. And you really have to find when is the low traffic time, because anytime you cannot bring down the servers. So you have to pick and choose, like Sunday evening or Friday night, wherever the load will be less, wherever the usage of the particular website is less, that time only you have to pick up and you have to use it. So you have to spend lots of time on the maintenance. Next important thing, the foremost thing and very interesting thing is upfront investment. When you start your on-premises thing, you have to invest everything there, starting from your infrastructure, your software, and your maintenance, manpower, whatever maybe. You have to upfront invest some money there. So cost wise, it is a burden when you go for a on-premises model. So cost in the sense, it is not only the upfront investment, that is before starting something, even during the operation phases also. Some of the operation you have to invest over a period of time, even after deploying your application to the production environment. Whenever there is a change needed, whenever some license needs to be procured, your license is expired, a new license you have to purchase, so many things are available. So you have to invest in your infrastructure forever. And one important thing is, it won't give me the flexibility. That is, today I am in need of only 10 servers. Tomorrow I am planning to publish one big billion sale for my online shopping app. I very well know that my load is going to be peak. In that cases, instead of 10 machine, I may need 100 machine. So what I'll do, I have to use 100 machines for my application. In the case of on-premises, it is a fixed model. That is, you cannot adopt based upon your need. If 100 machine you need means all 365 days you will be running that 100 machine, whether the load is for just 10 users or it is for the billion users. You have to go with the standard servers. So cost wise, it is going to cost a lot for you. So the fixed things would be there. So these are the challenges we were facing, which were directing us to a solution called don't buy a house in Hyderabad. If you are really planning to do like training for just 30 days, better you go for the service apartment where you get everything. But once your work is over, you hand over the key and come out. That's what we do, right? When I want to come out of my own house, what I have to do, I have to sell all the furniture, electronic items, whatever maybe. If I can move it to the new place where I'm going, I can do. Otherwise I have to sell it, and I have to sell my house. So many legal formalities, blah blah blah, everything I have to take care, then only I can come out. But in the case of service apartment, what I will do, I will go, I will stay, I will use that place, I will pay for it. But once my work is over, I will hand over the key and I come out of that particular place. So that is the difference between your own house and the service apartment. Similar thing in the case of cloud computing also. What are all the challenges I was telling in the on premises, that has become the advantage of cloud computing. That has lead to the place like I have to go for a cloud computing concept. I have to really use a cloud concepts here. So what is cloud computing? Let's start. First of all, people should understand what is cloud. So everywhere everybody is saying cloud, cloud, what is this cloud? First let's clarify what is cloud. It is nothing but on demand availability computer system. Okay, it's more or less like your browsing center only. So what you will do, early days, now everybody have a laptop, phone, everything you are doing. Those days you would have, somebody would have got a chance to use a browsing center model. Nowadays I really doubt we have browsing centers. I hardly see, because everybody have a phone and they can do things, and we have laptops, and we have started using it. Previously there is a concept called browsing center, where we will be going to a place where so many computers will be there with the internet connectivity. There we will go sit, and for our project works and all, we will refer the documents, we will download the documents, we will type it, we will take a printout, that we will submit during our school and college days. That's what we have done using the browsing center. Now we got all this good internet connectivities and all, every home has it. Previously we had some challenges. In that days we were using browsing center. So we will go, we will utilize, what we will do, we will pay for it. So if I there, it is like hourly basis concept. If I'm there for a 1 hour or 2 hour, I'll be paying some money and I'll be coming. Apart from browsing, if I'm taking a printout, Then for printout, I'll be charging like one pages or color pages means different charge, black and white means different charge. I'll be doing something. There are some cases if I have to play, okay, online games and all, if I want to play there, then some additional extra charges I used to pay in my browsing center. This cloud concept is ditto the same thing. Okay, what we are doing is on demand availability of computer system resource. That is, in my on premises, I was purchasing all the infrastructure, my servers, all other things I purchase. On top of the servers, I will purchase operating system license, I will be deploying and installing it. On top of this operating system, your OS, okay, operating system nothing but your OS, Windows or Linux, whichever you are preferring, you will buy it, you will have that license, you will install it. On top of it, you will install your application, and for application, what are the supported software is needed, you will buy the license, you will install it. This and all the things you will be doing in the on premises data center. When you go for the cloud concept, everything is handy. I would say most of the things are handy, because for your application you may have to do some customization because you have developed the application, so some level of customizations you have to be doing. But the infrastructure aspect, it's like on demand availability. Today I feel that I want one server to run that demo for my student, means I can go and I can bring up the environment for me. I can pick and choose this CPU level I need, this memory level I need, this is the infrastructure I need. I need storage. No, I don't need storage. I will go with the inbuilt storage itself. I need the security things like this. I need the network like this. I want a load balancer. I want a firewall. Everything I can design and I can create my own environment on demand within few minutes. Okay, and computing power without direct active management by the user. So this is the very important thing why people are going for this cloud, because if I'm running a server today, I don't need to really worry how to install a OS, how to install the other softwares, how to set the some of the network concepts and all. Even if I don't know the network concept, I can really go and create one server and I can start installing my things, because it is managed by the cloud provider. So we call it as CSP, cloud service provider. The cloud service provider can be anyone. Okay, the famous providers in the market is your Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, and your Google GCP. So these are the things are there. So your provider is going to manage the environment, and as a user, I'm going to simply use it. I don't want to really stuck my head to see that, oh, when I install the OS, it is saying that whether to install in this drive, that drive. I'm getting some memory issue. It is saying that no storage, my CD got stuck. These and all the issues we have faced before. Now, nothing like that. Everything is as it is. So, what is cloud computing? On demand availability of your computer system resource, especially data storage and computing, without direct active management by the user. So you are not going to manage that environment. Your service provider is going to manage that environment. You are going to utilize that environment. Any doubt in this cloud concept? What is cloud? Okay, fine. Next thing is why I need cloud. This is what the one I was telling you. Efficient infrastructure. That is, if I need only 5 machines, I can use 5 machines today. If so, I don't need to really create like 100 machine and wait for the big billion day, because only 1 or 2 days in a year I'm going to have the big billion sale. For that, I don't need to really create 100 machine and wait. So I will utilize the environment. If I'm in need of 5 machine, I will use 5 machine. If I come to know that tomorrow I have the big billion day, so I have to increase the machine to 100. Instead of only 5 server, I need 100 server, means yes, on demand, I can bring up the servers, 100 machines, 500 machines, whatever I need, I can bring up, and I will pay only for what I am utilizing. If I use only 5 machine, I will pay for that 5 machine. If I'm using the 100 machine, I will pay for the 100 machine. Again, how many hours I'm going to use, that only I'm going to pay. So if I stop that particular machine, your charges will be reduced. If I run the machine, it will be different. If you terminate the machine, that is you completely delete the machine, the charges would be entirely different. So these are the options available. It's like a meter kind of thing. Your EB meters, how many units you are using in your EB meter, for that only you are going to pay. Similarly here, you are going to utilize some services here. For that service, you are going to pay. Lower your operating cost, because I know now that I need only 5 machine. So for that 5 machine, I'm going to pay. Operating cost here stands for that, like I don't need to really worry about all other aspects, like where is my things available, how I can concentrate on the powers for the particular data center, how I can modify this, how I can modify that, who can do it, how can I spend money on that particular thing. So those operating costs and all, it's going to be less when you go for the cloud concept. Then scale as your business needs change. So this is what the one I was telling. If you need a 5 machine, you will use 5 machine. If you need 100 machine, you will use 100 machine. Day after tomorrow, again it will be a normal day. So tomorrow only it's a big billion sale day. So today I'm using 5 machine. Tomorrow big billions day, so I may need 100 machine. Day after tomorrow it will be a regular traffic only, regular load only, like less number of users only is going to use my system means. Then what I can do? I can bring back that 100 machines to regular 5 to 10 machines, because I don't need that 100 machines anymore. I can very well run my business with 5 to 10 servers itself. So that you can do in the cloud concept, on the fly, on demand, flexible, whichever term you use, everything is same. So it is going to simplify your work. One important thing here is your time frame would be less. If you want to build a data center, it may take from days to months. But in the cloud computing model, I can bring up a server and give to my team immediately. This is what I was doing also. Your operations team, if you're from operations team, if somebody is saying that we are going to build a new application, for this new application we need one server in development environment, one server in the test environment, one server in the production environment, means 3 servers I need. So I have to sit and work on these servers, like I have to install the all the softwares, all the related things, third party things, whatever it is needed, I have to install. If there is any issue in that, I have to raise a ticket to the vendor, and vendor will come and check it, and some issue is there, they will sort it out, and it's a like time consumption process. But in the case of cloud, if I know that I need 3 machines, if I know what is the configuration of the 3 machine I need, because development environment and production environment need not to be same, because the load in production would be more. In development, only my developer is going to use it. In a team of 5 to 6 people, I may need less configuration development environment. So in a cloud, I can pick and choose whichever is needed, and I will be continuing with it. Okay, so that is the main important thing for cloud computing. So what are all the topics I was telling, right? Just we have put it like a versus, like what was there in on premises, what was there in the cloud. So what is the difference between these two, we are going to discuss. Fixed payment for the entire usage of period. So whether I'm using or not, if I procured one server, for that server I have to pay for it all 365 days, because I'm owning that particular server, so I have to pay for it. Implementation may take some time. Yes, exactly, because I told, right, different level of people are involved, different set of people are involved, different skill set is needed. So implementation may delay if some issue happened there. Absolute security and control, this I'm keeping it aside. Okay, this point I'll be discussing in detail in the case of demerits. Okay, so I yesterday also I told, it is not like only advantage of cloud we are going to discuss, there are some disadvantage in cloud aspect also, so that we will discuss in detail separately. Okay, so flexible integration and customization. So I know my application will work like this. So I can design and I can customize accordingly. So it is not like common thing. I can design and I can use in my on premises. Manages sensitive data best. Okay. So we can manage in the on premises again. It is the responsibility of the organization. It is a responsibility. You have to bring in a subject matter expert there. SME needs to be there who is aware of all this informations, who is aware of all the techniques to manage my data securely. So again, manpower. So manpower in the sense what? You have to go to the market, you have to find a person who is really good in this data concept, you have to invest a lot on him, so you have to procure like all this process, time consumption. So this again falls on this. Say you want to work on a legacy application, and for that you need some skill set kind of thing. You cannot just like that go and pull someone from the market. You know the notice period in India in all the companies now. So at least it will take 30 days of time. At least, okay. If the person is already serving in a notice period, if you are lucky, you will get it immediately. Otherwise, you know the process. It's a delaying process, skill set based. So coming back to the cloud, here what we will be doing here is low upfront investment. So I don't need to really spend much of my thing because everything the cloud provider already built it. You are going and say, I want a window machine. Oh, you want a window machine? Yes, take it. It is available. I want a Linux machine and this is the version of that operating system I want. Yes, there is something available. You go and check that. You click on the drop down. It is available for you. Go and take it. So you don't need to really invest much on all those aspects. You don't need to have a Linux expert there because everything is already available. In my drop down, I'm going to select and again going to use it. That's what I'm going to do here. And quick start within 1 day. So if you need a 3 machine or 4 machine, if you have images with you, what is image and all I will be discussing in one of the session. If you have the image with you about the server which you are planning to use, then it is like your photo only. So previously, uh, even this phone concept you can take. You have your photo, you capture one photo and you have it with you. The same photo, if you want to take 10 printout, 15 printout, 100 printout, yes, you can do it immediately. Taking a photo, going to a good place, and background setting up everything may take a time. But if you have a photo with you, you can immediately take the printouts, right? Same thing here. If you have the image of the server, you can bring up the similar replicas in dev production wherever you want with some customization. You can bring up, and no hardware or server investment. So you don't need to really purchase RAM, your CPU related aspects, motherboard, no. So everything is like already available. You're going to pick and use that one. Flexible and easy to integrate. So if you want like I want a database, yeah, you can pick the database and you can have it in your infrastructure model. You feel that no, I want this network. Yes, you can go and pick it. So flexible and easy to integrate. It is not like so complex logics, everything is inbuilt there. And security is taken care of by the vendor. So this point only I was telling, right? So here it is a shared responsibility. I won't say it is only the vendor is going to take this security. The shared responsibility anyhow I will discuss in one of the session in detail. So it is like for infrastructure security, the service provider is going to take the ownership. Azure is going to take the ownership. That is, don't worry, what are all the security things I can handle, I will handle it. So if some brute force issue is going to come, then I will have a solution. You can go for the Bastion solution. Some solution is available. So if you go for that particular option, then you can reduce the so and so exception. If you feel that some hacking can be done, I have a 7 or 8 level of security control, so nobody can hack it. So there are some responsibility. The vendor is taking care. I don't need to really recruit a person who is from the security background and pay in lakhs and lakhs to them. Okay, so that cloud itself is taking care. So this is the main advantage. See, why people are more interested in cloud concept is getting the skill set people is a challenging thing. So what they feel is if I have a people who is from a cloud background to run it, okay, again I'm insisting, cloud knowledge is need to run your application. It is not like you are going to develop the cloud environment. Developing cloud environment, the service providers are already recruited people and they are doing it. But for the organization, what they feel, I don't want to spend much of my effort in identifying a people who has that rare skill sets. So that it reduce the operation cost and it pulls so many of them towards that particular area. Any doubt in this so far? Okay. So next thing is the types of cloud. So I was telling that cloud will do this, cloud will do this, but what are the different types of cloud available? Which cloud I can select, where I can fit in my applications? Many people have doubt because still some of the banking sites what they feel is, will it be secured when I move my application to cloud environment, because they are responsible for the customer information. It is not like just like they can push it. No, so it's all related to finance related, like all this banking and finance customers and all what they do. They are more insist on the data and the security aspect because they have to answer so many people legally. So we have to decide which cloud I can select, what are the different options available. The very first option is public cloud. So public cloud is nothing but everything owned and operated by a third party provider. So here it is, the service provider is nothing but Azure. In our case is Azure. So Azure is one of the service cloud, cloud service provider, public service cloud provider, who is managing all the service, who is giving me the services on demand, the infrastructure. If I say that, hey, give me a storage, this much of data I'm going to store. So give me the storage mean, they said okay, they will give. So it's a public cloud. So Amazon is also a public cloud. Google GCP is also a public cloud. Azure is also a public cloud. All hardware, software, and the supporting infrastructure is owned and managed by the cloud provider. Owned means they are owning, they procured that, they purchased that, there is a data center available, and they build all those things and they have the environment ready. If I say I want so and so, what they do? Oh, you want it? Then you pay for this and you can use this particular server. It's like lending that particular server. You are like taking some lease kind of thing, lending kind of thing. You are using, but actual owner is the service provider. And if any issue happens, any power supply issue happens, any other backup problem happens, who is going to take care? The service provider is going to take care because it's its own property, so he has to take care. For me, it's like a service apartment. I'm coming and I'm staying there. If some problem with the electricity, if some problem with the other plumbing activity, do I really go and repair? No, I will inform that owner and say that, hey, I'm staying there for just 30 days. I'm facing some plumbing problem. I'm facing some electricity problem. Please get some people to rectify it. Same thing we will be doing if there is any problem. If they are not fit into the SLA. So every services they have some SLA, some service level agreement would be there. So if they say that your data will be secured and you will have like your environment will be up for 99.9, your reliability is 99%. If they say like that, they will commit to that, means they will fix that particular and they will support it. If something goes wrong, you have different options. You can raise a ticket, sometimes you can claim also if they are not able to provide you the already promised reliability, then you can claim for that also. There are different options available, like how to claim and how to get support and all. That and I will discuss in the upcoming sessions. Because every topic we have a different things. Okay, just a minute. I'm sharing back my screen. Fine. Next thing is private cloud, because there are some people who won't still rely on public. There are so many improvements that happen compared to like 5 6 years, I would say, like 10 years back, whatever it is there, like so many things have changed now. But still people feel that I don't want to go to a public cloud. I want a cloud environment, but I want to have a separate thing specifically for me. I don't want to go for a shared model, because public cloud means what they will do. It's a shared concept only. It is not only for me they are going to provide. If I use parallelly, somebody else also can use that particular resource. So because of the shared concept only, they are able to give it the less amount. But in the private cloud, what they feel, the particular customer, no, I don't want to go to a private cloud. I'm ready to pay more, but I want a dedicated environment for me. Only for my organization I want to use. So resource used extensively by a single business or organization. So only one organization is going to use that particular cloud and they can do it. Physically located on the customer's on-site data center also. So it will be there too. So it is a dedicated environment kind of thing, but this is not the on-premises concept. It is a private cloud. And third thing is, some people will feel that I know there is a possibility that I may get, okay, it's not like you will face into a data loss kind of thing, but they don't want to take a risk. They feel that I don't want to take the risk of losing my data, but at the same time, I don't want to spend much of my money on the private cloud concept. What they can do? They can go for a hybrid model. Hybrid model means what? Combination of your public and private clouds bounded together by technology, that is, partially they will use the private cloud concept, partially they will use the public cloud concept, which is nothing but whichever data they feel that needs to be secured, whichever, like they can use a compute service of the public cloud, that is the servers, those things and all, the license and all, they will use it from the public cloud. But the database kind of thing or the storage kind of thing, they can go for the private cloud. That is combining, picking and choosing, like you are customizing your own cloud environment. Wherever I feel comfortable, I feel that I can keep my servers in the public cloud, no issue for me, because there won't be any data theft or any other problem will come. So I can very well keep the servers in the public cloud. I can purchase the servers from the public cloud, but this data and storage and all, I don't want to take a risk there, because so much of sensitive data are there. So I will go with the private concept there. So what they will do, they will combine the private and public cloud concepts together, and they will run the business. So it will give my business greater flexibility and different deployment options also. And final thing is, it optimizes the existing infrastructure, security and compliance. So this is the main thing why people are going for the private and hybrid model, because they feel that it won't be secured. They don't want to take a risk. It's not like it's not secure. They don't want to take a risk there. So what they feel is, I feel private cloud is more secured because it is used only by me. Nobody can use it. So it's only created for me. So I will use it. So they can go for the private cloud option there, or they can divide their activities. Wherever they see that there is sensitive data, there are some important data available, they will go to the private cloud concept. Wherever they feel that no, this data can be there available publicly, no issues at all, no harm in distributing this, means they will go for the public cloud. So these are the different types of cloud computing options available. So when your certification, this concept will come, means what they will do, they will give some questions like that. So the out of the below service, out of the below cloud computing, which is owned and operated by cloud service provider, completely owned and operated. So complete ownership would be in the public cloud. So your questions will be like this. They will give three options: public cloud, private cloud, or hybrid cloud. So you can pick and choose a public cloud option. So your questions will be like this only. Okay. So with this, I'm ending today's session. Any doubt in today's session?